This is Gorham, New Hampshire. Look at the town hall. And they have the Grand Trunk Railroad. That's a weird looking caboose. And this is an oldie goldie diesel locomotive. And what is this place right here? Fire department? BM. I don't know what that stands for, BM. Let's check out the Grand Trunk Railroad Museum. Here's a baggage express wagon with baggage on it. I used to have one of these. 1907. The Grand Trunk. This is a Canadian line. It ran from Montreal to Portland, Maine. And this was a hub area here. Wow, look at this place. White Mountain Station House. This is in Gorham. Is this place still in existence here?
No, that was the station house.
Yes.
It sat on the greens out where the greens are today out here.
Uh-huh.
And it would sell food, tickets to the trains.
Yes.
And then provide lodging.
Uh-huh.
And when this was built in 1907,
Uh-huh.
they stopped using that, and a girls' Catholic school picked it up.
Okay.
They used it for several years, and when they were done, they tore it down. So
It,
it's no longer.
it burned down, or they
Tore it down.
tore down? It was a very impressive building, didn't it? Wow, look at that building buried in snow. Holy moly. Wow, look at these guys, man, they got some fish. Baseball. Gorham. Look at this catcher's mitt. Here's a school desk. I sat in one of those.
You all did.
I had one of these in third grade. I think that was the last of the type that in that school.
You had that one in the third grade, that style?
This type of desk,
Yeah.
I did. So they had paper mill companies here in Gorham and in Berlin. And they had electrical train trolleys that ran between the cities. And look at this old pot-bellied stove here. Wow, that's a genuine article there, huh? I'm guessing that's coal-fired.
It is.
That's probably had many a pot of coffee on that one, huh?
That's true.
All right, this section was the ticket master. That's what they call them, ticket masters. Wow, look at these military uniforms. These are probably World War.
This is Scouts.
That's a scout uniform.
And
I
then these
had
would be
one like
World
that.
War I.
And this
I
is
think the Navy is World War I also.
mm-hmm. Jimtown and Ice Gulch. Is that the name of the line? All right, what do we have here? Device to measure damage to cargo.
That's like what they would take in the plane. This was like the black box they take in the plane.
You do what?
This is like the black box that they take into a plane.
Oh,
They would
okay.
take this
In case
into
there
a
was an
plane.
accident.
If there was an accident, it would record on the paper and
Uh-huh.
print out. And, or if there was something wrong on the tracks that
Mm-hmm.
needed fixing, they would know what area to go to.
And maybe this was like a seismograph or something like that,
Right.
you see?
Right,
There was that probably paper there, wasn't it?
there would.
Recorded on paper. Wow. I didn't even know they had something like that in trains. And look at these old phones here. Last run, good luck, John B. Egan, conductor, Grand Trunk Railroad, July the 4th, 1949, through September 15th, 1988. Is that how long he operated?
Yes.
Wow. And here's the lights. Before radios, they had to signal with lights. And this is where, I guess would you purchase your ticket here, right here?
Yeah,
Oh, this one to right- was
So
this the
this
one?
would, the men would purchase on this side, the women would purchase on that side. Out in the
And-
front.
And
they
Telegraph was here, wasn't it?
They would have sent the Morse codes
Mm-hmm.
out this way,
Mm-hmm.
and what else would they? Telegraphs, and then this Morse code. There was a couple other items that
Mm-hmm.
they would have done, and that would be all up to the ticket master to handle.
Wow, look at this nice picture of the station here. And look at this. Look at the steam smoke coming out of that. That's unusual. Wonder why they did it like that. I guess
You
it's,
know, but a lot of people say, why did the people put the rocks there? Which they're right, that's what it looks like,
it looks like what?
rocks.
Rocks. It does. River rocks, yes.
Yeah.
Sure does.
But otherwise, the picture was good.
That was a little artistic flair, I guess.
I guess so.
Here's some more uniforms. Look at the big old desk here. And what is this thing right here for?
It's a jack.
It's a jack, yeah.
It would,
That, yeah.
it was used like in the paper mills.
In a paper mill.
For something to like lift something.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose they could lift rails out that way, but this was used in the paper mill, this one was.
Wow, look at this trains here. There's a nice painting here too. More uniforms. This is is that a policeman, fireman, or something like that?
This one here is from the Civil War.
Civil War, this one is? Wow, look at that. Wow. That's amazing.
And this one too.
That one is, this one as well.
Yeah.
Wow, look at these braids on there. That is something. And these are tickets.
That's the way they issued tickets in those days. If they were going to the town of China, they would pull the ticket out and then the ball would drop down and keep the rest in place so it wouldn't blow away. There wouldn't have been any glass there. This is something we put there.
Uh-huh. Well, that's a pre-mechanical system there. More lanterns. And then what do we have in this room right here? Oh, we have there's a church, Methodist church board.
Yeah, and today is the Chapel of Arts. It's the one that sits out there.
Oh, okay. And look at this. Where was this at?
Those are representatives.
Oh, this is the seat of government there. And wow, look at that. That's the one in Ottawa. Chateau Laurie. My French is not very good.
Mine either.
All right, now we're going into the section that was the women's and children's waiting room.
Right.
I wandered through the village. That's a song there somebody wrote. Hobby horse. Kind of hard to see with the backlit windows there. Ann Larry. And she was owner of Larry Tavern. Wow, look at that big wheelchair. Man, that is something. And these fancy flapper hats here. I bet they're from the 20s.
Yeah, they are.
And wow, look at this. This is the Sokoke Chiefs
That's
Drum
a
and
marching
Bugle
band.
Corps.
Yeah, drum and bugle corps.
And the Sokoke Chiefs, that was a band, is that what it was?
Yeah. Well, it was the a drum and bugle corps.
Drum and Bugle Corps, okay.
It's the drum and bugle corps to the band.
And it was it all Indians?
No, it's they just dressed that way.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
That was their uniform was.
Yeah, that was their uniform.
Uh-huh.
Some of them might have been part of the Sokoke tribe.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But most of them come from the high school.
And let's see now, when did this, did they still have this, or is
No,
it,
they don't still have it. I think it's in the 50s.
didn't say when they stopped?
No.
Wow, that's a pretty fast. Yeah, this is the grand model of the Grand Trunk Railroad. It ran from Montreal to Portland. So this is artifacts of the railroad. Oh, what in the world is this thing right here?
That was an accident in 1916 in Gorham, Maine.
They had an
50
accident?
Years, yeah, 50 years later, they found the steam stack, the meat hook, and the brake wheel in the river.
Wow.
See, these are some of the pictures of it.
And what was this?
That's the steam stack. That's
Oh, the smokestack.
Smokestack. Yeah.
Smokestack, yeah.
It's this part,
And they found it 50 years later in the river.
right?
Isn't that amazing? It looks none the worse for wear, does it?
I know, but you can see where it broke. See,
It
here's,
rusted a little bit, huh?
here's one right here.
Yeah, chipped off right here,
Another one here.
chipped off right there.
And then the one in the back also is broke.
That's probably where it
Three
broke.
of the four broke.
Uh-huh. It probably happened when the accident occurred. Wow, that's a wreck right there, isn't
That's
it?
a wreck, yeah.
Oh, all these are wrecks. Look at that.
This is another one in 1901.
1901, January 18th. Whoa, that's a bad time to have a wreck, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the middle of the
It was
winter
chilly.
time. Look at that. It's just man, it really destroyed everything, didn't it? Wow, I wouldn't want to have been in that accident. Here's another nice model. Who made these things here?
And this guy by the name of Fry.
Boy, he is really good, isn't he? Wow. All right, here we go, some more pictures here. And look at that railroad crossing right there. Is this one still down the road or up the road here? I saw one crossing the highway like that.
Yeah, but I don't see. No, that's Long Island Pond that's in Vermont.
Uh-huh.
But there is one going.
Yes, I saw some
towards the next
ATVs
town.
going across the road.
That's what they use it for, ATV.
It used to be a pedestrian walk. Is that what it was?
There was a pedestrian walk there.
Uh-huh. And here's an old railroad hand cart. That's a big one.
This was the way they communicated with the train. The message would be attached, and they would hold it
Uh-huh.
up from the depot, and then the fireman would hang off and get this. If he missed it, they had to stop.
So
This was-
the fireman on the train had this right here?
No, the
The
depot
person
had
on
it,
the
and
on the
they
platform?
The depot had it, and they
Uh-huh.
hung it out
Yes.
for the firemen on the train.
And
the
had a-
firemen hang off and get this.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't really convenient because it went several miles down the track.
Uh-huh.
So they later went to this style where they could pop that string. So it was a little more convenient. Of course, nowadays we all have cell phones, we could just call. But in those days they didn't have that.
Wow, look at all these locomotives. Holy moly, look at all these. All different kinds. It looks like these are mostly Canadian. Part of the Grand Trunk Railroad system. This must be a military phone right here. And there's
They
a,
said that they used to use those two on the trains later on, when there was a little more communication, they could use something like that.
was it, this was the antenna for it, wasn't it?
Right.
Wow. There's another hand cart. And look at this. What in the world is this 8V? Oh, this is a model train.
Right, it's D scale.
Uh-huh. Wow, that's really neat. And Bethel is these are towns along the railroad?
Right, Bethel is in Maine.
Uh-huh. Lewiston's Maine.
Gallons is also in Maine. Gates is, they're all Maine.
Uh-huh. All right.
And you can tell it's a freight train. They could put wheat this high, barley this high, and oats that high. Depending on what they're carrying, how high they can go.
Uh-huh.
If they went with the wheat to the barley line, it's going to be too much weight and tip over the train.
Wow. So this is the box car, and this is on the side. This is the wall of the box car. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah. If you got it too high, it would be top heavy. And look at oats. Oats is way up there.
So oats would be the lightest.
Pretty light, huh?
Yeah.
So wheat's the heaviest, and barley's in the middle,
And
and
that was lavender.
what's this?
Lavender.
Lavender.
It's
Is that a type of wheat?
they use them like in perfumes and stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's a flower.
It's a purple flower.
Yes. Look at this model train here. And I guess this is Gorham. This is the town of Gorham. That was the opera house, which is now the town hall. And she turned the train on. I think there's a train running.
Okay, so this is a setup how the town of Gorham was set up in the days the trains came through.
Uh-huh.
This was the first Methodist church, the first church built in Gorham.
Uh-huh.
Today it's Chapel of Arts. It still sits out here.
That's the big tower there.
And then
Steeple.
this is the town hall today. In those days, it was the opera house.
Mm-hmm.
Out back would be the turntables, the repair shops, the water tanks, everything necessary for the trains.
Mm-hmm.
And the blue and white one that you just saw should come through here pretty soon, right here. That one would be B&M, Boston and Maine.
Uh-huh.
Then the one that went over the trestle, the brown one, or the black one, that would be Grand Trunk. This would be the streetcars from the center of Gorham to the center of Berlin. That end of the model would be Berlin, this end would be Gorham.
Okay.
And then that would be the one remaining mill, the paper mill.
Wow, this is really nice. This is Gorman. I guess this is for kids, but I'll get up here and get a bird's eye view of the town. I hear it, I don't see it.
It's in the back, it's going to come all the way in.
And this is the trestle over the river. And is this trestle in Gorman or is it in Berlin?
It's in Gorham.
Uh-huh. Here it comes.
It's on the way to.
Here it comes. Wow, look at that the water tank. And I guess that's a grain elevator. And what river, is this a river here? And there goes the other one. Wow, there's somebody trimming a tree. Huh. You got a little bit of everything in this model. And this right here is the train repair maintenance facility, isn't it?
Big building,
This building right here.
that's a paper mill.
Oh, that's the paper mill.
The maintenance buildings and stuff over there out back here.
Uh-huh. So this is the paper mill maintenance building, I suppose.
That's the one remaining one. If you drive towards Berlin,
Uh-huh.
you'll see it off to your right.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of down in the
I came through Berlin, but I don't remember seeing too much there. I was in a hurry to get to the campground. And this is Berlin right here. And they had a paper mill or two here. Wow, look at the mountains.
Then painted on the wall is a niacin ski jump. That ski jump was used for a practice for the Olympics.
That's, what's it called, Madison?
Niacin.
Niacin. And that is located up where?
You have to go through the town of Berlin. It's on the line of Berlin and Meijer.
Wow. That's the ski jump there painted on the wall. That is a huge snowplow. And look at the unique design of the Gorham train station. And this right here is a gondola. I guess it is. Kind of small, isn't it?